Hello everyone, my name is Brianna Bilo and I'm a meteorologist here at the National Weather Service in Grand Junction, and this is your November 2021 monthly climate summary. So our story of the month, instead of being a significant weather event, is actually a significant lack of weather event, where we had a strong ridge of high pressure stay seated over the region for roughly 2 weeks straight in the middle of the month, which brought us seasonably warm to unseasonably warm temperatures, dry conditions, and sunny skies. And by the end of this stretch, we actually had temperatures running 10 to 15 degrees above average. And because this dominated our weather for the entire middle of the month, there was actually not a whole lot of weather that occurred in the month of November. It remained above average temperatures and below average precipitation. As far as temperatures are concerned, our highest high temperature was 72 in Canyonlands on the 7th of November, and our coldest high temperature was 64 in Aspen on the 6th of November. And then looking at low temperatures, towards the end of the month, we finally had that really dominant ridge of high pressure break down, and some systems started to move through, bringing in much colder air. So our coldest low temperature of the month occurred in Craig on the 25th, and that was 8 degrees. And then our warmest cold temperature was 20, and it occurred in Grand Junction on the 23rd, 26th, and 27th. These are actually not terribly unseasonable temperatures, but after those 2 weeks of unseasonable warmth, it felt a bit like a shock to the system when this happened. As far as precipitation, we were below normal across the board. Our highest precipitation occurred in Aspen, and that was a little over 9/10 of an inch and a little over 1/10 of an inch below average. And then our lowest precipitation was a whopping 2/100 of an inch in Canyonlands, which was almost 4/10 of an inch below average. With Durango coming in at almost an inch below average here, with only 0.26 inches of precipitation falling, and then everybody else kind of below that deficit. As far as our drought update, this is as of December 7th. We saw some improvement across the Northern Divide Mountains here, but we also saw some degradation in the San Juans and across the Central Mountains, where we've actually moved from what was abnormally dry into moderate to severe drought in those areas. And as far as our seasonal drought outlook and the drought tendency, we're basically looking at drought persisting across the board. There's nothing terribly new there. As snowpack update, as I said previously, the month of November was unusually warm and unusually dry, and we saw that reflected in the snowpack. These are as of December 1st, with everybody coming in well below average here, with the northern and central portions of the area 50 to 60% of normal, and southern portions of the area coming in at 30 to 40% of normal. And in Utah, the Uinta Mountains are in that 50 to 60% range, and the southern mountains are at a whopping 14% of normal, which this is a bit reflective of the La Nina pattern that we are in, where the northern and central portions of the area do better and the southern portions come in worse as they stay warmer and drier. As far as the December 2021 outlook, we are seeing equal chances of above or below normal precipitation, and generally speaking, we are looking at above normal temperatures, at least as far as the outlook is concerned. Come back in a couple weeks and we'll see how that turned out. And then until next month, thank you guys.